Welcome to another MP4Nation.net play and review. Today we have the new Optimus LMB, that stands for the Little Metal Boy. Optimus players are our generic brand line, so basically they have no real brand on this, so we just give them the term Optimus for, so that they can be referenced basically. But here's the box itself, here's the player, but let's take a look at the accessories. It comes with your standard 2-pin charger, your 5-pin USB cable. The player can also be charged from a PC. Your standard earphones. Your driver with additional CD with additional drivers if you have like Windows 98. Really, it's not very useful. And your normal, English manual. Let's take a look at the player itself. Right away you can see why we call this Little Metal Boy, because it is small, it is all metal, right there. It does have a 2.4-inch TFT screen. Has also, a nice navigation over there. Let me just put the box out of there. It has overall, it's a nice, it's a little, nice design, all metal. Has a mini SD slot over here. Your on-off switch over here, your 5-pin USB cable, and your 3.5mm headphone jack. So let's just turn this player on. This player uses the Rockchip RK2706 chipset, and it is a generic player, so the user interface is very generic. It's what you've probably seen, on a couple of my older video reviews of when the first Rockchip RK2706 chipsets came out. And you've probably seen this on, many generic players that you may own, or, other video reviews you've seen. This is the music player. It does sort by ID3 tag. Let's see. A little bit more. It does play MP3, WMA, FLAC, and APE file format. Let's go. And one of the benefits of this using the Rockchip RK2706 chipset is that the chip has a DSP core, so the audio quality on this is actually very good, comparable to any major brand name player out there. I mean, not just MP4 Player, any major brand name player. It also comes built in with Microsoft Play FX. It does have a regular equalizer and a user equalizer, but the Microsoft Play FX is, it's actually very good, especially for those who like a deep bass. And for that also, with these generic players, the headphones you get they're totally crap. We're not going to lie here. They're absolutely rubbish. So if you get this player and you're like, wow, the audio is crap, and it's because of the headphones. So, either use another decent pair, or, our recommendation, pick up a pair of Alpha Brainwaves. They go very well with the Rockchip RK2706 audio quality. Anyway, enough of me plugging out products. You can, easily decrease, you can rewind easily. And as this is a Optimus player, it is generic. You do get these little, not that good aesthetic stuff where like the button's a little bit more clicky. It is new, so the clickiness, this is a brand new player, so the clickiness is a little bit more, you can definitely hear it, but over time that does go down, but it does remain to some extent. And here's a video viewer. It does play AVI, FLV, RMVB file formats. Those three are the best supported file formats. It does support other video formats. Of those three, they do support high resolution videos. So you don't really, well, I wouldn't say you don't need to convert, but you're less likely needing to convert down to very low resolution or anything like that. And a lot of videos you can get off the internet will work directly on this without having to convert to any resolution or any specific format. See, it's a TFT screen, so the image quality, there's decent viewing angles, but see over there it starts going a little bit, polarized, negative color. The image quality overall is okay. It's what you expect on this type of player. You can easily fast forward, play, pause. There you go. It's quite standard. The Rockchip RK2706 is a very good, audio and video chip, media chip, and it does have your image viewer. So, and your basic functions. You can zoom in. So, I zoomed out again. Menu exit. Go back. Your ebook reader. I don't know how many of you will be using this. You can, change the font size, bookmark, and stuff like that, but I mean, this clickiness will probably drive you a little insane. Anyway, you can go back. Your radio, but you have to have the headphones plugged in for it to really work. Your voice recorder, your standard file explorer. Your settings, it does support multiple languages, so more than just Chinese and English. System information, and as you can see, this is the Rockchip RK2706 chipset. This is the Optimus LMB. It's a very simple generic player, nothing fancy about it. And when we say generic, the screen quality is just a simple TFT. And you can get the 4 GB for under $40. And the reason it's so cheap is that these generic players generally tend to use cheaper parts. Again, cheaper doesn't mean worse. This thing's not going to fall apart on you, 2 days after you get it. It's just you should note that there's a difference between overall quality between these and then like the Nationwide players and those. So if you're just looking at memory quality and chipset, if you're on a budget, get one of these. If you want something for just like casual use, or if you're a little rough with your players, if you go to the gym and you don't want to really buy anything expensive because you're worried you'll get damaged, this is Optimus player is more ideal for you. Or if you have a young kid, great. You don't have to. You're not going to be really too mad if they lose a $39 player as opposed to a player that costs $120. So, and it does have a great chipset, the RK2706 chipset. Even now Nationwide S-Flow uses the exact same chip. So it is a very good, very powerful media chip. So there you have it, the Optimus LMB, little metal boy. You can get it for under $40, the 4 GB version off our site. It's a fantastic deal. A lot of other places sell, crappier, players for the same price, worse chipset. So if you're looking for a decent generic player, very low, very cheap, here you go. Head on over to MP4 Nation to check this out, or, head on over to our forums to discuss this. Thank you.